Meow meow.
It's September 28th, and today in Philippine history, the Balangiga encounter happened in 1901. Some historical context: this was the middle of the Philippine-American War. Samar was a key producer of abaca, or Manila hemp, and the Americans wanted control of the hemp trade. In August 1901, American forces were sent to Samar, and they secured key municipalities, including Balangiga. Things were cordial at first. They were having baseball games and the Americans were trying out tuba. But when an American inspector was coming, the Americans rounded up 80 men and asked them to clear vegetation that was part of their food source. This was typical of the American strategy of food deprivation during war. The men were not fed overnight and their bolos were eventually confiscated. The chief of police of Balangiga, a man named Valeriano Abanador, together with the local police force, some local officials, and some villagers, decided to attack. On September 28, 1901, while the Americans were having breakfast, the villagers ambushed the men of the 9th Infantry and the church bells were used as a signal. 48 of the 74 men of the company, including their officers, were taken down by the locals. The New York Times called it the worst defeat of the U.S. Army since the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1878. General Jacob Smith was sent to subdue Samar and he issued instructions to retaliate not just on Balangiga but on the entire island. They destroyed homes and ended the lives of thousands of Filipinos. They termed this the March Across Samar. General Smith was later court-martialed and he was forced to retire early for his abuses against the Filipino people. The bells of Balangiga were also taken by the Americans as spoils of war, and they were displayed in trophy parks in South Korea and in Wyoming. The bells of Balangiga were finally returned to the Philippines in December 2018, after 117 years. Dapat lang. O, diba?